Have you ever heard a phrase that sounds incredibly strange if you take it literally, like someone suggesting you might spill the beans or bite the bullet? English is full of colorful expressions that mean something totally different from their individual words. So, how do you use the phrase kick the bucket? Simply put, it is an informal and often euphemistic way to refer to someone dying or passing away. It is an idiom, which means its meaning cannot be understood from the literal meaning of its words. While its exact origin is debated, one popular theory suggests it comes from the practice of pig slaughtering, where a pig would be hung by its feet from a beam, sometimes called a bucket, and would literally kick the bucket in its death throes. Another thought is it refers to a suicide method where someone stands on a bucket, puts a noose around their neck, and then kicks the bucket away. Regardless of its somber origins, it entered our language as a vivid, though often morbid, expression for death. Using this phrase requires a bit of caution due to its informal and somewhat stark nature. You would typically hear it in very casual conversation among friends, or perhaps in fiction where a character is speaking colloquially about someone's demise. For example, you might say, "My old car finally kicked the bucket last week," to mean it broke down completely and died, or more seriously, "The old man down the street kicked the bucket." However, it is generally considered inappropriate for formal settings, professional discussions, or when speaking with someone grieving, as it can sound insensitive or disrespectful. It is important to remember that kick the bucket is quite old-fashioned and generally carries a slightly jocular or dark humor tone when used, depending on the context. While widely understood, it is not a phrase you will hear frequently in everyday polite conversation, making it a distinct marker of informal speech. Understanding idioms like kick the bucket helps you navigate the nuances of casual English and appreciate how language evolves. Knowing when and, crucially, when not to use such a phrase ensures your communication is clear, appropriate, and respectful, giving you a better grasp of common cultural expressions.